I've come up all the way to Aberdeen for Open Data Camp. There's some great, it's an unconference with lots of talks, some of which get illustrated as the discussion's going on. Good representation of OpenStreetMap here because it's open data, it's geodata. So we talked about, I did a bit of an intro on how to map OpenStreetMap and then asking people, what do you want to map? And can I help to tell you how to map it? And interesting discussions on diversity and things like OpenStreetMap. You know, how can we encourage and talk about the stories of people of different genders and minorities that do mapping, even if they're not doing a lot of mapping. There's people that understand what they see in the world is important too, and what they want on a map's important. So once this wraps up, I'm going to explore a bit of Aberdeen and do some mapping, of course, because I think we could do with some more open street mappers in Aberdeen. So if you're here, add your streets and your buildings. Another session was about the Geospatial Commission. So it was quite fun to get open data people in a room, just friendly people talking about that. Our notes are on the OD Camp website, like all the discussions are. But the question is kind of, what are we going to do between now and when they tell us what evidence they found and how people have responded. Other things, we had a chat kind of about open data creators, people like OpenStreetMappers, but also projects. So there was a pair from Open Data Benches there, Liz and Terence, and Jez from Open Plaques, as well as Ben, to mention the OpenStreetMap Cymru. So interesting data or visualizations of open data, we had some ideas on how they could get funded just to keep those sites running, but what comes out of that I'm not sure, and we'd like to keep those sites running because they're certainly interesting. I got the list of other sessions I went here, so also went to starting your open data journey, to share some tips for people that kind of want to start to get interested in open data. Whatever that means for you will depend who you are. Online survey spoke about their Zoom stack, their open Zoom stack, which is interesting. We had a bit of a chat about open data events and how to run a good one. Also how to be a good data steward, and a session about building engagement, plus lots of chats during coffee and in between the talks. Definitely very beneficial. If you're interested, then as I say, the notes, I'll put a link in the description. The notes are on the website, as are pictures that were live drawn and the live blogging for the sessions where that happened.